So here's the truth. AI is moving so fast. If you blink, you might miss a whole new tool dropping. And I was in an AI build-a-thon this week that was supposed to be 3 hours. We went five. Why? Because the tech is evolving that fast. And somewhere in the middle of all the coding and creating, it truly hit me. I've been seriously downplaying just how much I've learned, how much I know, and how far ahead I actually am in this AI space. But what shook me the most was a dinner conversation with someone who asked me, "What's Canva?" Canva, not Canva I, plain old Canva. That moment really hit me hard and reminded me that most heart led entrepreneurs aren't behind because they lack passion or purpose. They're behind because no one showed them what's possible. So, in today's episode, I'm pulling back the curtains and showing you what's next in the world of lead magnets and why it's time to retire those dusty PDFs. Why your current freebie might be silently repelling your dream client, how AI is shaping what people expect from free, and what to do if you don't have the time or tech skills to make it fancy. Grab your cup of whatever's keeping you grounded, beautiful, and let's go. Welcome to Heart Led CEO, the podcast for women wellness entrepreneurs who are ready to build, scale, and automate their businesses without sacrificing their soul, sanity, or authenticity. I'm Anacani Walters, a nurse turned entrepreneur, military spouse, first time mama in my 40s, and a recovering burnout survivor who's making it a mission to help heart-led women just like you create thriving businesses that really feel good, do good, and give you the freedom that we all deserve. Because here's the thing, you don't have to hustle harder to succeed. You don't have to drown in tech overwhelm or try to do everything alone. And I'm here to give you the strategies, automation tools, and mindset shifts that will help you step fully into that leader, CEO, and impact maker that you are meant to be. If you're ready to grow your business in a way that aligns with your values and your life, you are in the right place. Let's get into today's episode. Hello, 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 my beautiful friends. OMG, it has already been a day. I've been up since 2. I'm literally coming back from a Japanese indoor playground. And I want to start with some tough love, like CEO to CEO. And that means me and you. I want you to think about that beautifully designed 12-page PDF that you probably spent countless hours making, tweaking, improving back in 2021. And I'm going to guess that you probably haven't had time to go update it or layer it with something interactive. And it's not hitting the same way now in 2025. A lot of people are struggling with lead generation, getting people to opt in for stuff with the same stuff that we've been using that's been working. It's not working anymore. Now, I'm not saying delete it. Do not alt control delete. Do not put it in your trash can on your browser. But let's just be honest about the situation. Our clients are not consuming content the same way that they used to. It is changing as fast as AI. People are craving personalization. They want feedback. They want interaction. They want a sense of, oh, wow, this was made for me. And you just can't deliver that with just a static PDF, a static file download anymore. It used to be something that we could, and now people with everything that's going on really need something that's just going to be above, to the ability to really blow their minds or knock their socks off or really give them a lot of value. It has changed. That definition of what falls into that category has 1,000% changed. AI changed the game literally. And if you think about it, why would your dream client download a PDF and hope that it helps when they could actually get an interactive tool or go on ChatGPT who's going to guide them in real time? This isn't about replacing your wisdom with some type of an AI bot or a computer or whatever. It is about amplifying your magic. That's always been my messaging, my goal in making it easier for people, the right people, to feel your brilliance from the very first interaction or first impression that they get from you. And typically that has been your lead magnet, which for most of us has been some type of PDF. Some of us have been fancy, and you might have gotten like a audio recording or a short video, but it's just most of us are not there. And so, how do we do that? How do we glow up what we've already created without having to reinvent, without having to spend a lot of time because we all know we don't have it? Now, the first thing that I want to talk about is audit what's already working. I want you to go back and pull up all of your freebies. Which ones still feel aligned? Because sometimes we've created a ton of stuff, but it doesn't actually make sense for what we're doing right now. Maybe you're not, you have some PDFs that don't actually serve the people who you're trying to attract now. For instance, when I started teaching yoga, I was primarily teaching to anybody. It didn't matter who you were, men, women. And then eventually I started to niche down into prenatal. And now I'm focusing on postpartum and specifically baby and me, toddler and me yoga. So ideally, I'm looking for someone who's a first time parent over the age of 30, who's within that first 5 years of motherhood. So whether it's 1 week from birth or 5 years. And so some of my lead magnets, they don't work for those that specific person. And so you do need to go through and do a self audit, see which ones you actually have that are still like binge worthy, they're still beautiful, they align with what you're doing right now. All of your lead magnets should lead to an offer. And if they don't, then what do you then that was just a waste of time. Or it's just something that's going to just sit there and be pretty. It is not an effective use of your time to promote it if you're not going to be promoting something afterwards. It needs to give them something to lean into, because if it really hits them, if it's something that really changes their lives or gives them a quick win, then they're going to want to work with you further. And if you're not giving that to them, then you're doing a disservice to both of you. And if you have a bunch of them that still align, then really looking at which ones you've actually used that have actually converted, and which ones have you used that you thought would convert but maybe fell flat. Then I want you to ask yourself, where could this be interactive? Could your PDF become a quiz? Could it become a workbook paired with a mini like audio series like I talked about? There are some people that started off that way, and um now it's kind of like the par. That's like the bar level now. Or a custom GPT, like the ones that I've actually built for my clients that they get when they go into the Alchemized Content Method. They have my Heart and Hustle CEO Club members, they get access to a ton more of basically my AI employees that gives them tailored prompts or reflections or guidance or walks them through, so that if I'm not there, if I'm sleeping while they're awake and they have these things that they need to take care of, they know that I've built out an AI agent with my brand voice, my expertise embedded, that's going to help them walk through. And it's the second best thing to me. And so that way there's no delay with their success or anything. Then I want you to make it easier for yourself. Do not overcomplicate this. Most of you do not need fancy coding. You don't need to do anything new. You don't need to like consume your time with, oh, maybe I should redo it completely. You can 1000% revive a dusty download with literally just a few upgrades. There's ways that you can use AI to do it. Again, you can do a voice note. You can upgrade it simply by just doing a guided video walkthrough, making that person feel super like it's personalized to them. You would talk in that first party and make it like re sparkle some of your magic on top of it. or my personal favorite, which would be embedding AI prompts right into your lead magnet strategy using AI. That's the kind of stuff that I really want to dive into. And we are going to be going into it this month. And I'm doing an upcoming free workshop because I know so many of my heart led women wellness entrepreneurs are so sitting on powerful content. They just don't know how to get it out into the world. And all they need is a little bit of a tech savvy remix that is completely doable. Okay. And if you've been like, yep, nodding your head along, thinking, okay, I need to breathe new life into my old freebies. This sounds exciting. I've never, ever even had a lead magnet and I need to start doing it. And I would rather start it smart. Then I invite you to join me for my free lead magnet glow up workshop. It's happening August 12th. It's completely free to sign up. The link will be in the show notes, and I'm basically teaching heart led women entrepreneurs how to literally modernize their free offers to ditch the burnout strategies and really start attracting your dream clients in a soulful, smart, and AI systemized way. So, whether you're new to AI or just literally ready to level up, this is the space to begin. It's completely beginner friendly. You do not even need to have had played with AI prior to this. This workshop is literally just to have you borrow my possibility scarf and just expand your mind to the potential of what's out there and give you some real case studies of literally a app that I created for one of my clients who started off with a lead magnet, and the more I helped her with the lead magnet, in the back of my mind I knew that it would be the best thing for her clients to have as an interactive app. And I've built an app for myself. I've built countless chat GPTs. Some of them I've used as actual lead magnets. And it's game changing. And it is so much easier than sitting there and trying to come up with like some 58-page or 32-page, or even narrowing it all down and zip filing everything so that it's short and digestible in like 10 minutes. That's harder, by the way, if you haven't tried that. So I want you to click the link in the show notes. Join me. It's completely free. And if for some reason you can't make it because of the time, I now understand that I'm in Japan and you might be wherever you are and it's not going to work. I do not want you to wake up at no 2 o'clock in the morning for my training. Is it going to be the bomb? Yes, it is. But you need your sleep because your job is important too. And you can catch the replay. No biggie. And so, yeah, this this week has just been such a whirlwind, and just like realizing where I am, and just remembering, and not just like AI and what I'm doing with my coaching now, but even just in yoga. I think a lot of the times, even within our own like skill set, we sometimes forget where we used to be. And so I am constantly reminding myself of where I was before I started yoga. And I'm constantly talking about it out loud, especially when I get those faces in my yoga class and they're looking at me and I'm doing something that, like, even 2 years ago or 4 years ago, or when I first started my yoga practice, there was no way that I was getting into that yoga pose. And it really is like being that vulnerable, but like, look, if this is where you're at, know that this is where I was. So I was worse than you. And look how where I am now. I was like, it's micro movements. It's taking me years. Do not self-judge. Wherever you are is where you're supposed to be. And that's really what that means. And so I want your audience to hear from you. I know what magic you hold, and this is just like your gentle but like powerful nudge, because the world is changing. It's scary, yeah. And it's crowded and it's moving crazy, crazy fast. But the real thing is that the world is in a space where they really, really need heart-led women, wellness entrepreneurs to shine the shit out of their light. Excuse my language, muffin ears if you have littles. They need us. We are the superheroes that they are waiting for us to come out of our Clark Kent outfit and go out and save the world. They need de-stressing. They need yoga therapy. They need Reiki. They need to shine their own light and spread love and peace to as many people as we can reach. They need something and they need you. So if you can only take one action this week, please open up that old PDF file that you have, even if you're like crazy old school and you have printed versions of it, and look at it through some fresh eyes and ask yourself, how can I make this more me, more magical, more alive? And I'll give you, for me, I did this with a prenatal yoga course that I actually created and recorded while I was physically pregnant. And then I was embarrassed about it because I really thought that I didn't know what I was doing. I was recording everything on my phone. And, I just didn't have the skill set to like, make it amazing like everybody else's. In my that was how I saw it. I recently went back and went through that entire course now, 3 years postpartum, and I cried. Y'all need to give your stuff a second chance. Or if you're feeling like, gosh, I'm not doing anything with myself or my stuff is not good, do what I did and you might surprise yourself. And if you are ready for some real strategy and support, my one-to-one power calls are always open door. We will audit your business. I will help you unlock your voice, fine tune your brand voice, make sure that you truly understand your ICA, your dream client, like your BFF, and then really start to figure out what's been draining your energy. What can we start to automate? What do you feel comfortable with from a tech standpoint, and really help you make some moves and have the business that you're actually always been dreaming about. Regain some hours back in your week to do whatever, whether it's self-care or seeing more people, bringing in more money, spending time with your family, spending time with yourself. I know you have the vision, and I want to help you build the visibility to build the life that you are meant to have. I want abundance in all categories: wealth, health, happiness, success. Okay? So until next time, my beautiful friend, let's keep choosing ease over hustle because you were never meant to do this the hard way. And I want to make sure that I cheer you on 1000%. So continue to be you, continue to be beautiful, continue leading from your heart. And I hope to catch you in my free workshop coming up. All right, beautiful. That's a wrap on today's episode. But before you go, let's talk about something really important. You are not just another entrepreneur trying to figure things out alone. You are a wave leader, someone whose work is meant to create real impact, touch the lives of others, and make this world better. And I want you to know you don't have to do it alone. If today's conversation resonated with you, I'd love to keep this energy going inside of my free Facebook community, Empower Her Biz Collective. It's where we take these conversations deeper with live trainings, tech walkthroughs, and real heart-centered support from other women wellness entrepreneurs who really get it. So if you're ready for community, clarity, and support as you build your own business with heart and ease, I'd invite you to come and join us. You'll find the link in the show notes. And hey, if you love today's episode, make sure to subscribe, leave a review if you feel inclined, and share this with a fellow heart-led women entrepreneur so that we can build this movement together. Until next time, keep leading with heart.